What's going on, guys? Yes, different outfit, different day. I just wanted to record this so there's no confusion. This is part 2 of the previous episode I just uploaded. And in this episode, we're working mainly on the delete functions of my idea bank. So now that we're all caught up, let's go ahead and get started. Everybody, so we got about 15 minutes kind of left of this coding session for this video. First things first, I am kind of struggling to figure out how to get the delete function working. That's what I decided to work on first because I believe it's going to be far harder than the edit function. I've been kind of looking at my old project while I was looking at my new project, and I've been kind of dabbling between either using splicing or filtering it out. I can't really figure out which one to use. I'm using right now filter because I want to, basically, you know how my current project looked like. The trash cans on the side, I wanted to delete that current idea and erase it from the DOM. I've probably crashed my site about 3 different times because I guess I just didn't have index in it. It's a whole lot of questions that I really gotta ask myself, but I'm going to just kind of watch the first tutorial where I built the to-do application on, since it's the most similar to where I'm kind of building. I'm gonna see how he deletes his to-do ideas, and then I'm gonna steal the idea basically from him and just incorporate it in my own code. But with the 14 minutes left, let me go ahead and do that. And next time you see me, we should have it working and functioning. So we just got finished watching the video, and it turns out that I was doing everything right. There's a few things that I was missing out, so let's jump into the screen recording so we can see what I'm talking about here. All right, so first things first, let's make this a little bit smaller. So now we see it works, right? We can add a new idea. Hello, subs. Oh, I keep hitting enter. We can add a new idea here. You see, once the idea gets added in, and we can now delete it, which is amazing. It's more than amazing, it's spectacular. With that being said, right, now we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna take a look at some of the mistakes that I was making. So the first things first is when I notice, if I delete this arrow function here, it the whole page is blank. It wouldn't even add any ideas or any of that. So I'm not sure why it does that, but I know moving forward, anytime I'm faced with a button on click situation and I'm trying to call a function, I'm going to call an arrow function. That's something I don't know why, but I'm going to start doing it regardless. Next thing, when I was looking here, there was nothing really too different about it, honestly. I just hit return, just return the index. If it's not, you get what I'm saying, return the ones that aren't, right? And I don't even think I need to have return here, honestly. Let's get rid of return and see what happens, right? What happens. So let me save, and then let me refresh. If we get a returns, okay, so now it deletes all of them. When having return, just delete one. I'm not sure why that happens either. Okay, interesting. So now we know that. I'll look more into this off cam. But right now, setting in a new idea here, this just basically just refreshes the DOM. So I'm thinking what this line of code just simply does, it just says filter out the idea, looks for idea index. For example, this may have an index of 1. Return this if the index is not equal to the index that the idea index, right, is not equal to the index that the user chose. So it will only return this if I don't click on it, basically. So if I click on this one, see, overturn that one. This is just, like I said, kind of refreshing and updating the DOM. Now, here I had to pass through a key to give each index a key, I believe, I'm not sure. And also here I had to pass through an idea index as well too. This was specifically for the function, so we know which index we are using in the functions as well too. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Today was it was a little bit confusing. I think I'm going to take a look at on clicks and seeing how those things work. I'm learning that a lot of lessons that I'm gonna have, especially from coding, is just going to be mainly just from me coding things. And I'm not gonna completely understand why unless I search it up and do the research, but most of the lessons that I'm gonna learn into me developing as a good coder is just going to be mainly from experience. So that's something definitely to add on or to keep in mind as well too. Sometimes you're not gonna understand why everything works in the current fashion, and you just have to just kind of go with the experience and kind of move forward until you do figure out why it doesn't work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace and love.